My name is Kim. If you are interested in private reading, I'm doing those for donations. So let's get started. Calling in Leo's angel spirit guides, higher self, higher power. Let's get messages that are for their greater good only. And we're going to begin. We're going to begin with the wisdom from the Oracle deck. I always like doing a few Oracle cards first. And that's exactly what we are going to do. Let me move my chair up a little bit. There we go. Oh, gosh. And my stool. Okay. Leo. Next 48 hours. What have you got going for you? What does Spirit have to say? The messages are coming through for the last part of this week, and then I'll do a weekend reading, after that. There's our first card. We have reached a fork in the road, Leo. We have reached a fork in the road. But look, we found peace within with the peace card. And it's time to go. Time to go. I'm not sure if that's meaning physically for you. I'm kind of guessing that it might be both physical and mental. You know, when you move physically, you really do have a mind change too. There's something that goes on mentally also. You might not be moving physically. This might be solely mental. The description for time to go is that there is a lesson that you've learned and it's been fully integrated. So it's like, come on, let's step into a new experience. You need to go to this door right here. And we have here and now. So be present. Be present. We avoid a lot of unwanted emotions when we remain present. And we move forward. That's the most important part, is that we are moving forward. The future never comes. It's really only the here and now. So the fork in the road, this is a major decision for you. And it may be the major decision of, should you stay or should you go? And I do my readings as general, so this can be career. This can be a romance that's just fizzling out. It's not serving you anymore, not serving them anymore. It can be that. Some reason, there's not a lot of, at least right now, because a decision hasn't been made, there's not a lot of worry in these cards. There's a lot of peace. There's some kind of peace that you've been able to find within, not without. So there's some kind of peace that you were able to tap into, and maybe that was truly part of the big lesson learned, is that things can happen outside of our control sometimes, and when we really remain present, we realize that we have that choice of, do we want to feel peace at this moment? Do we want to let our thoughts take over us and control how we feel all the time? And no, that's a big no. So, fork in the road. Okay, so let's get a little bit more on the Oracle cards. Let's get the Archetype deck. I love this deck. I will probably use this deck forever because it is really, really helpful. It has so many topics that can apply to so many situations. So we're going to get one for each card. Fork in the road, peace, and time to go. And also encourage you to look at the cards and try to pick out what visuals you're really drawn to, and why, and what would it mean to you before I even said anything. And that's usually the right choice. That's the right choice. All right, so Archetype cards. Archetype cards. Let's see, what do we have for our Leos for their update? We have the Vessel. Okay, I'm getting something on that already. Peace, the Mentor, and the One. Okay, so the fork in the road with the Vessel. What can we say about that? This is a decision And I'm thinking that it has to do with, okay, if you imagine what this is a container. It's a container for lots of things. It might involve your actual vessel that you carry your soul in, and your body, that you're not actually that body, but that is your vessel. And there might be, I'm getting like there might be a fork in the road regarding some kind of health changes, maybe something that really needs to be considered, and maybe different ways of doing things because of how it's affecting your vessel, your body. Now, also, this could be talking about an actual, could be talking about a boat, could be talking about sailing to your next journey. I mean, life is full of metaphors, and a lot of these cards are metaphors for you. So it really can be, look, this is the vessel. This is like the chariot saying, gotta pick something because we're ready to go. And like I said, I think also it has to do maybe very literally with somebody's body, physical things going on. Even the mind would be considered part of this vessel. So let's move on. Then this inner peace, either, well, these both go hand in hand. So either you have found peace through some kind of teachings, through a teacher, through someone that came to you at the right time when you needed them and helped you find this peace inside yourself, right? And the mentor might be representing, that person, that light worker that was helping you. Or this could be after you have figured out how you're able to find this peace, it's kind of like the hermit where he goes inside, finds this light, and then he's able to hang the light up for others. So you might come out of this state saying, you know what, I think I can teach about this stuff, or I can really help people get through these situations. It is a light worker card. This mentor figure is meant to shed the light on these topics. Okay, hang on. And I had a good time thinking about this because usually the one card means non-duality. How everything is really into this one idea, and even having two polarities can be smushed into a non-dual form. It's all essentially the same thing, just different degrees. Like there's there's love, there's hate, and there's different degrees in between, making this whole thing a whole. Sometimes that's what that's about. I'm getting that this is about specifically you are the one to experience something new. There is something that's specifically for you. It's like that door is waiting for the one that needs to pass through it to ascend, to get some more experiences that raise you higher. And I really think that's what the one has to do with this. So take it as you will. If you're really studying non-duality and things like that, maybe it's time to go on another adventure and find another teacher actually will find you when you need them. It can be something like that too. So let me not discount that. Let's do the tarot spread. We're going to do a small tarot spread and some tea leaves. I'm thinking about getting some more cards that are kind of similar to tea leaves. If you all know of any that are really good, let me know. I'm trying to find something that has like short messages on them and a lot, like the tea leaf. I like how there's lots of different messages. So Leo, this is the Urban Tarot. Let's get some cards. Let's start off with your issue for the next 48 hours of lessons, or what you're meant to know. The Fool. Yeah, well, this is where you're going then. This is the Fool. This is the new experience. I think you're going to drift away from maybe some anxieties. After you do this, you might have anxieties in the process of whatever change you're planning on making. The guy in this card has a little circle with the line through it, indicating that there's really some magic pushing this forward too. So like spirit assistance, divine, well, something that you have prayed about. Let's look at the challenge. Oh, okay. This is came out on the Mentor. I'm trying to think of why that would come out on the Mentor. So the challenge is getting over a situation of sudden change. Maybe this brand new start or new beginning, this new adventure with the Fool is essentially being propelled by a sudden disruption, like a tower moment. I'll get some more cards. I'm not sure if that's meaning that this hasn't happened yet. I think it is indirectly already happened, and that's what probably leads you to this. So getting over maybe some even disrupted emotions, like things that have been built up that are coming down. I see that too, not just physical around you situation. So yeah, this is telling you that it might be time to go. And then the Fool is saying, well, come on, let's go. So what? It's for a new experience. It's going to rock your world, like the Tower card. It might, and I don't really always view the Tower as being something bad. So you take it how you will, and we will get some clarifying cards. What is your past situation? Leo, what's your past situation? Oh, okay. Past situation. Conflict, arguing, oppression with the 10 of Wands. We have some oppression. Like people trying to like always get at you. People trying to, in a way, making you feel like you should be shameful. Holding your head down and going to a place where you just really feel tied down. So there might have been a situation where you really you didn't have many options on how you could move. There's always something to do in that space, but at the same time, that's the feeling, which is not so great of a feeling that comes with that. Overburdened, having a lot put on your, like having a lot that's like being put on you as your sole responsibility, and I don't think it all was either. All right, let's get the near future card. 10, look at that. 10 of Cups. We have 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups. New beginning. I told you, I don't think the Tower is necessarily bad. I think it might have been something that was viewed and it was hard to get through, but I don't think it was actually bad. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful. All completions. And that means that if you've wanted to achieve this, there you have. Spirit advice for you, Leo. Hang in there, because yes, you are the one for this to happen to. The things are going to get better. Things are going to be really balanced out. And in fact, it has to be all perfectly balanced, and things have to be lined up just so, because your spirit team is trying to help you achieve something within divine timing. So you may be feeling like frustrated of having to wait for something, but patience is the key here. We are gaining power with the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. That means power in this deck. Yeah, we're gaining power. We're building something. It may be a business, maybe a family, whatever it is, we're building up and we're getting very successful at it. Let's look at this Tower card. Okay. Okay, the Tower card comes in with some clarity. Clarity, truth about a situation may have involved the 7 of Swords energy. That's my lying, cheating, stealing card. So it might be something like that that's attached to this Tower. Let's get another card besides clarity and something, just coming to your mind. One more card. Maybe 3 more. Ace of Wands. Wow, we got a lot of aces. Ace of Wands. Some heartache and the Knight of Swords. This situation was producing a lot of heartache, sorrow, sadness. I think it comes from back the Tower situation that happened here, because it's associated with this 10 of Wands. So we have the heartache. We have this change, big change that's coming in. It's going to be your beginning of inspirational starts, passion projects, and then the Ace of Swords, which is bringing in that big clarity for you. So it's a good spread. It's not without problems, but it really turns out really good, the outcome.